Well, hello, YouTubers, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitter, and Instagram. This is Katherine Johnson, servant of the Lord. I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. If you like what you hear, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Well, God sent me back to you to give you this message from the book of Isaiah, and I believe it's chapter 59, verse 19. And it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him. And I hear the Lord saying in this time and season that he's coming in with his standards of righteousness and justice. God said in the days to come, God said he's coming in to stop the onslaught of the enemy. I hear the Lord saying that the enemy has deeply infiltrated America. Deeply infiltrated. And the reason why it's happened because of the abominations committed by this nation. But God said, because of the repentant cries of my church, I am coming to push back the forces of darkness with my standard of righteousness and justice, saith your God. Know the enemy has come with great wrath, for he knows his time is short, says the Lord. And as I come in, God said there's shaking going on because of my standard, pushing the enemy back. For there's been a blood cry. I hear the Lord saying that there's been a blood cry from the enemy. There have been threats against the people of God to take their lives. And there's a plot and a plan in place. But God said he's going to expose it and abort it. God said he's exposing injustices in our government and every aspect of this nation, says God. And he's going to deal with those that have committed the injustices, those that plotted against his people. He's exposing everything, says God. God said in the next couple of days, look for his standards of justice, the pushing against the areas of darkness. Even on the 20th, God said there's going to be a long delay in the ceremony. There's going to be confusion in the camp of the enemy, says the Lord. A lot of confusion that some things will not be carried on. God said that is a manifestation of my standard being established. Confusion in the camp of the enemy. God said it's going to cause massive delays in this ceremony. But God said he's going to have people talking, exposing the corruption. God said, I'm doing this. God said, I've established my kingdom on this earth. He said, I will establish it. My kingdom will come. My will be done. And God says, as I'm coming with my standard, he says, I'm coming to every household of faith. And I'm empowering you with my glory, with new revelation of the time that you're in, so that your light will shine. You will be salt and light in the earth, and you will do great exploits, my people, says the Lord. And you will know how to occupy in this time, says God. For I'm coming with a sword, and I'm coming with angels. And my sword is going to draw a line to establish my kingdom from the kingdom of darkness in America. So many will choose the kingdom of darkness, but many will choose my kingdom in this time and season. Know that the times are dangerous. So I'm preparing you for this time. So don't lose your joy. Have faith. Trust me. You will see me. I've never left you. I will never leave you. I'm here with you. I'm talking with you right now, says your God, that I am coming to the America, and many will see it. He said, look for my standard to be pushed against the enemy. God said, look for confusion in the camp of the enemy. Confusion that it will stop what is going on. It will expose what is there, says God. It will stop the onslaught of the enemy against my people. God says no, that the battle is won, that on my Son, Jesus, I have established my church, my people, my remnant, and the gates of hell will not prevail. Know that you will overcome the enemy. You're overcomers. By the blood of the Lamb, my Son, and the words of your testimony. And you will not love your life to the death. Because of many of you, it will be required for you to give your life. But know that absent from the body is present with me. And yes, I'm coming back to give the reward to the enemy and his disciples, the lake of fire. And I'm coming back for you, my people, for you to walk with me in eternity. So continue to trust, continue to occupy, and know that we win, says your God.